We're here at Greenhead Park to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Jamaican independence. We're also just hours away from the Olympic 100 metres men's final. We're very excited. We're looking forward to meeting guests here to talk about the celebration of the independence, as well as their hopes and dreams for the future. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell us why you're here today? What brings you here today?
I've been to this park before. About 15, 20 years ago I came here. It was a festival and a carnival, and I thought Jamaican 50th anniversary, I'd come along and partake of the hospitalities.
So it's the 100 metres final tonight, the Olympic 100 metres men's final.
That's right.
Who do you think's going to win?
Jamaica.
And that's you're not going to be able to get used to saying a name, just Jamaica.
Just Jamaica.
Fair
Jamaica
enough.
wins every time.
Fair enough, great. So like you mentioned before, it's the 50th anniversary. We're here 50 years on. Can you tell us what you think, the hopes, possible, memories, what we can imagine will happen in the future, the next 50 years?
The next 50 years are not going to be as easy as people think. I believe that Jamaicans who do not follow the roots of Marcus Garvey and return repatriation back to Jamaica with their £10, £20, whatever it is, so that they can employ someone to do some cleaning in the house, and that person then can provide education for their child because they'll have a few pennies coming in. We'll find that there will be tourists in Jamaica. The last time I was there, maybe 15 years ago, people were everywhere. Things were changing and changing fast. I don't want to be a tourist. I shall return next year.
Excellent. Thank you. Who do you think will win the Olympic 100 metres men's final tonight?
Well, I'm hoping Hussein, retain his gold medal.
Okay,
And hoping he could even win the silver as well.
Certainly. Great to be here with your family. Thanks for joining me. Just asking the big question: who's going to win tonight?
I reckon Bolt's going to do it. I don't reckon Bolt will do it.
You don't? That's controversial. All right, so give me a name.
Blake maybe, or maybe an English guy. No,
Wow.
I don't know.
Do you think?
Maybe.
What I was saying before, the whole Adam Jamil, he's done a really good job, isn't he? Really proud of him.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna, Blake.
Put money on Blake, I reckon.
All right,
Put money
then.
on Blake.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I came here in the early 60s, January 62. I missed out on the independence in Jamaica. And I'm so grateful that I'm still here, that I can bring my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, and for them to see our culture. And 50 years, the next 50 years, I know I won't be here, and they can carry on all the tradition that I feed to them and all what I can put in the head and remember about Jamaica.
What would you like people to know about Jamaica?
I'd like people to know that we are a nation that actually struggled. We struggled and we eventually evolved to become a very strong, proud, rich nation of people. And we're very proud, we're very accommodating, despite the fact that we've actually had to fight as a nation, fight actually to be heard, to be seen, and to actually become independent.
Because the outfits were going to take a lot. Do we get enough chance to come together as a community?
Absolutely not, no.
No, I don't think so.
You can see by the number of people that's here
Yeah,
together.
yeah. It's like just carnival really that we get that opportunity to get together, but it's not often. I was looking forward to today because it just felt like it was a day where you'd see a lot of people out and we're all celebrating and being in the colours and stuff like that. So yeah. Together, yeah. And I just hope everything goes well.
In terms of the next generation, do you think they're moving a bit further from Jamaica, or we're kind of rooted? We kind of know a lot more because we're closer to it. Our grandparents came here. What about our kids and our kids' kids? Do you think they'll be moving away from Jamaica, or will we be? What do we need to do to keep? There's a lot of questions in there, isn't there?
I personally think that they're going to be moving away, and that whole heritage thing is kind of like dwindling away, and I think we just need to instill and just remind our younger people who they are, where they come from, and all of that. But I do think it's dying away.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
I think me and Lindsay have just walked out and said how many teenagers there are here, and it depends why they're here, and it depends what part of Jamaican culture and heritage it is that they want. And I think it's important that we instill both parts of it, because I think they want the party side of it and maybe not some of the heritage and some of the deeper rooted things. So they're here, and it's about, when you have events like this, making sure there's enough of the history and the cultural side of Jamaica not to be overridden by the music and the fashion and things that the kids want. But that's kids regardless, isn't it? That's teenagers.
Tell us, what brings you here today?
Mainly to see friends. And my daughter-in-law and son brought me here to see their best friends. I'm on holidays in Leeds, and they told me about this carnival. Yes, and I'm just loving it.
And you've travelled from where?
From Freetown, Sierra Leone, West Africa.
Wow,
yes.
That's a long way. I wonder if you're the furthest guest here today.
I don't know. So many people here. And interestingly, I was hoping to bump into some Sierra Leoneans, but
you never know. Probably
maybe they're around. But
you never know. And the thing about what's wonderful about Sierra Leone is I know there's a lot of Jamaicans that have gone there. There's a place there that's very close to our heart, Freetown. Yes. So it's very close to us. In fact, I remember you showed me a picture of the church.
the Maroon Church.
Maroon Church,
There's a lot of connections.
Tell me more about that. That's really exciting.
It's the period now I can't say offhand, but there's this connection with the Maroons and Sierra Leoneans and West Indians. Yes, and Willie's great-grandmother is descended
Maroon,
from...
Maroon,
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, we go further than 50 years. We have a really big history, and really important. So I'm really glad you're here to talk to us about that.
So
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Right, you've been lucky enough to have gone to Jamaica.
I have. I've been to Jamaica 4 times in total. I went for a friend's wedding in 1998 and I loved it so much that I went back 3 times after that, and I've had a great time there.
Tell me about the people and the place.
Well, it's outstandingly beautiful. I had quite lucky, I hired a car whilst I was there and I circumnavigated the whole of the island and had the ability and the opportunity just to stop off anywhere I chose to on the way. So I had a great time. I met Peter Tosh's mum. I went to a place called Bath in St Thomas, which was a lovely old vintage kind of spa hotel, and I spent the majority of my time in a place called Portland, which is my absolute favourite place in Jamaica.
Looking Jamaica colours.
Yeah.
Show me your nails. Gorgeous. Have you been watching the Olympics?
Yeah.
Lovely. And what have you enjoyed about it?
I've enjoyed the track events and Jessica Ennis winning and stuff.
She was fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you know she's Jamaican like us?
Yeah. I think so.
Well, now you do, don't you?
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Have you been following both Jamaica and
Yeah,
GB?
because my dad is from Jamaica and I was born here, so I just support both of those countries.
And that feels fine?
Yeah.
Lovely. And have you enjoyed today?
Yeah. It's been really cool and stuff. Like getting to see all like different cultures and stuff, like being like really fun
Great to see him back to somewhere like good form, but I think this injury that he carried, the operation he's had on his hip, may just